The number of World War II vets rapidly decreasing, and with Veterans Day coming up on Wednesday, we wanted to take time this morning to pay tribute to a man who not only fought for his country, but came back home to serve the people in this state. And decades later, he's still doing that. Meet Lester Sheridan, the Department of Transportation worker in Indiana, and a man with no plans to stop. These days, Les Sheridan is working for the Indiana Department of Transportation.
I'm a traffic investigator, and I do what my boss tells me I have to do. Except sometimes he tells me what I can do, where I can go.
At 90, almost 91 years old, clearly Sheridan is feisty, independent.
At home, you got sit and stare at the walls or watch television and die, so you might as well be out and do something.
And boy, does he have a story to tell.
A little country boy.
Sheridan was born in 1924 at his rural Illinois farm. He remembers hearing about Pearl Harbor and feeling the call of patriotism. And in 1941, at the age of 17, he joined the Marines. Were you scared? How were you feeling then?
No, I was proud at that time. When I ended up in them jungles at Guadalcanal, I was a little bit concerned.
He served as a ground crew member in the Marine Air Force stationed in the Pacific Islands. That's where he nearly lost his life.
A Japanese plane came across and dropped a string of bombs across our area. One bomb hit 20, 30 feet away from us and went down in that coral and exploded underneath us and blew us out, and I was injured there. You know, people often have their life flash to their when something happens. And my thought was, well, I guess this is it. But after it was over, I said, ooh, that hurt. So I knew I wasn't dead. So I survived.
Sheridan had a leg injury and a concussion. He remained in the service until 1946. For 8 years, he drove a bus in Gary, then spent 20 years as a trooper in the Indiana State Police.
Police job is hard. People are always complaining about policemen. My philosophy is this: a policeman doesn't get paid for what he does. He don't get paid for what he does. He gets paid for what he might have to do.
After retirement, Sheridan started the Maryville Police Department and spent 9 years there.
Why don't you tell him about your buddy Dick Bucket?
Who?
Bucket.
It was while he was chief in Maryville that he met the famous Chicago Bears linebacker Dick Butkus. Sheridan says Butkus had crashed his car and he drove him back home to Illinois.
He says, I'll send you some tickets to the Bears. I said, no, you don't have to send no tickets to the Bears. Well, we're doing for you, we're doing for you. But the policeman would appreciate them if you did. If you did, I'd give them to the policeman. That was back in 1973. We're still waiting for him.
In 1990, Sheridan started working at INDOT. And just like the roads and highways he investigates now, his life has been a busy blur.
Our ride through life's been long. It had its ups and downs and detours and curves. But by and large, I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed the trip.
Lester also worked as security at a hospital in Saudi Arabia where he met the king, and he was a deputy marshal in Couts as well. He commutes to LaPorte every day from Valpo, still at almost 91. He'll turn 91 in December.
Incredibly sharp.
Yeah, and some great stories. Of course, I can't fit them all in this newscast, but...
And he's done so much. It sounds like he's had multiple careers.
He has, yeah, really amazing. Thanks to Lester and to all the veterans out there for their service.
Absolutely. Let's take another look.